What's up? It's RollaChriz. Some people asked me to post another video of some results and stuff. Well, today is E-Series transmission on a 7A bottom end. Yes, I put it in without sourcing all that junk. Everyone says you need a 4AG style kind of flywheel, 8-bolt with a 225 millimeter, flywheel and pressure plate from a GZE or 88 Corolla all-track flywheel. All that sourcing garbage, it's unnecessary. Here I'm going to save you a nasty headache. Nasty headache. I'm just going to cut straight to the point. This is an e58 from 11, or I believe it's actually a e52 GZE. You can see it's the black tin pin right there. Alright, so I just show you it's the GZE tranny. Okay, what you can do without all that sourcing crap is you have to get a customized clutch disc. You can have a 4AG or a 7A, doesn't matter. You can keep your pressure plate and flywheel, your stock ones. What you have to do is you have to customize a disc that fits the E-Series spline. And if you don't know what spline I'm talking about, here's an example. Here's a C52 transmission that's blown right here. This is the spline that goes into the clutch disc. On an E-Series, it's a tad bit wider, so it won't fit into a 4AG or a 7A FE clutch disc. So you need to make a clutch disc with a diameter of a 4AG or 7A FE, which is 200 in the 4AG millimeter, and the 7A FE is 212 millimeter, the roundness. So, and you need to have the diameter of an E-Series. So you can go to your local clutch place or send the specs to a custom place that can send it out and make it for you and ship it back to your house. That will save you a big headache, and then you don't have to worry. But remember, it has to be 11 transmission E51 or E58, because the bolts are different on the MR2 ones. Even though they look the same, the bolt pattern is different. So do that and you'll cut out all that sourcing and all the headaches and searching around the globe for this and that. Just get a custom disc like I did. I got a 4-puck now. It's a stage 3 or 4, I believe. And just because it's small, it doesn't mean it's gonna hold. I was running a C-Series transmission for a long time. I kept breaking them eventually on the streets, but a 212 millimeter stage 4 or stage 3 wasn't slipping for my torque, which is 435 foot-pounds of torque. It was fine. So yeah, bigger is better, but sometimes a small one that's a high quality small clutch disc will give you no trouble. Okay, once you get the transmission in, there is no starter mounting in the front anymore. It's gone because it's a E-Series from Japan. So what you have to do is you have a 4AG or 7A bottom end. You have to get a 93 to 97 Corolla 7A FE 1.8 starter to bolt into the back, because the bolt hole's different. The front, the C-Series for a 4AG won't work. You have to get a 7A starter on both setups, if it's a 4AG or 7A bottom end with this tranny. So once you do that, you'll be squared away as far as the starter. Now if you have a AE102 like this old junk one we use here to street race with, the GZE axles from a AE92 do not work. We bought them, we thought they worked, they looked about the same length, they didn't. The short one was too long, we had to cut it and heat treat it and make it shorter, and the passenger side was too small, it wasn't long enough, so we had to get a custom shaft made and placed to extend it out so it works. So that's the only part that costs some money. It's about $650 to do both of them together. Somebody asked me about the head studs, the ARP head studs. Yes, on all my dynos, my head is lifting. So the numbers I am making, the head is lifting. It is blowing coolant into the reservoir. It started doing it around 500 wheel. I mean, it depends on your setup. I am running ethanol, so I've heard rumors, ethanol takes up more volume in the cylinder. I called the ARP and they told me yes, the ethanol does, so you're creating, more pressure and stuff in there. They stretch, so I believe if you're running pump gas, I'm assuming you're fine, about 500 horsepower, if you get there without detonation. I have to custom order the L19s, which they can do. It's quite pricey, but I'm going to do those before I go back to the dyno with this new E58 swap, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can go past 580 something, which I maxed out last time, but I didn't really show the dyno video of it. People ask me, well, where's the dyno, where's the proof? I just didn't do it because it wasn't safe. I was leaning out, head was lifting, and it's still lifting. I'm still making a power lifting. But other than that, when I get the L19s custom, I would make a video on that too. All right, my last thing I'm going to say is don't be afraid to try new things. You know, everyone just really does bandwagon a lot with the 4AG form. I mean, I'm not bashing anyone, but everyone's running Mega Squirt and T25s, T28s, all that stuff. You try new things, really, honestly. People email me all around the time, all around the world, you know, try this, try that. I mean, what if you did this? What if you did that? I mean, I've tried a lot of stuff. I found some things, haven't found some things. Most of the stuff I've done is on my own. I mean, I try not to follow what everyone else does. My own build is from what I wanted to do. I just didn't want to be like all the other guys around here. You know, low horsepower. I wanted to be fast. I wanted to chase down the big boys, and I did it. And I also found some Jamaican boys and some other fellows that are making more power than me. They're actually making 700 plus wheel with 7AG setups with the stock cranks. I mean, they do break. What I've been told from friends, after I believe 680, 650, the blocks do crack. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but I've had some friends tell me that, and some guys tell me that as well. But we know that these motors can make up to 700 horsepower with not a big problem. Just the right setup, right, you know, right transmission, you know, just good clearances in the bearings and everything, you know, just build it and take your time. And like I said, try new things. I mean, I've tried so many different things. Like I said, I'm still Honda tuned. I will be upgrading to the S300 on the P28 computer I'm running. This car is really old. I mean, this is my finish on this project. We have so many other cars that we do. I'm just kind of tired of the Corolla now. I mean, I don't want to put any more money into it. I was going to go past 600 horsepower and go to 750 and try out it, but honestly, it's fast enough. The car doesn't weigh much, and I have other projects to do. I have the Paseo I have to finish up, and then when I start that project, I will make videos on that too. But here's a quick thing before you guys know. If you guys want the specs on that custom made clutch, if you have a 7A FE bottom end, sorry, I'm in my garage, car's parked, axles. Here you go. Keep that in mind. That is the specs you need to make a custom disc fit from a E-Series transmission onto a 7A bottom end.